Coming up tonight at 10. From 1978 to 2017. The biggest race in the state of Texas.
Everyone who runs in Austin runs this event.
Sends a stampede of runners through downtown.
We are the Lone Star State. The Bluebonnets are state flower, and if some lawmakers have their way, a state gun could soon be added to that list.
Happening in Southwest Austin tonight, a special event benefiting children with rare and undiagnosed conditions. We'll take a look coming up.
KVUE News Night Beat starts right now.
This is KVUE News Night Beat.
And good evening, and thank you for joining us on your Sunday night. I'm Brandon Jones. One man is recovering in the hospital tonight after he was injured during a SWAT standoff in North Austin. Just after 9 this morning, officers responded to a man with a gun near Canyonside Trail by North Capitol of Texas Highway. Once officers arrived, they learned a gun had been fired as part of a domestic dispute. A woman left the house, but the man stayed inside. Now, during the standoff, authorities heard another gunshot and found a man in his 60s with a self-inflicted wound. That man's injuries are still unknown tonight. Well, we were the first to bring you breaking last night on the Night Beat, and now we have more information. Pflugerville police are looking for 2 people they say are responsible for shooting that happened near Lake Pflugerville. The incident happened around 9 p.m. near Weiss Lane and Pflugerville Parkway. When police arrived, they found one person with a gunshot wound. And this was video from the scene sent to us. Medics took that victim to the hospital where they're expected to be okay. Authorities believe that person got hurt as a result of multiple shots being fired into a car. Right now, police are looking for 2 men in their early 20s, both about 6 feet tall. Officers believe they drove off in either a red Mazda or Toyota sedan. If you know anything, give police a call. Well, today was the perfect weather to be outside, but things are going to get a little warmer around here. Meteorologist Lene Meyer, she joins us from the Storm Center. Hey, Lene.
Hey, Brandon. Yes, a little warmer soon and then a lot warmer coming up. So let's talk about what we expect as we head into tonight and to start off your Monday morning. I know a lot of you think, okay, just get me to Monday morning and we'll go from there. So right now, quiet conditions, clearing skies across central Texas will lead to cooler temperatures tonight. We started off in the low 50s this morning. We do that again for tomorrow morning. So do expect kind of that chilly beginning to the day. As we move into the afternoon, though, we get plenty of sunshine. By 10 a.m., we're already at 68 degrees tomorrow, and that's going to continue to warm up as we move into the afternoon. In fact, temperatures tomorrow will be near averages, but after that, we're shooting well above average. In fact, it'll feel a little more like summertime. Plus, I'm tracking the next storm system, our next chance for rain and thunderstorms. Lots to talk about, and we'll take your hour-by-hour forecast, too, coming up in just a few minutes.
There's no other way that I'd like to go out. You know, running here has been a super big part of my life.
Well, that right there is the woman who finished second in today's Capital 10K. She's been here in Austin for 2 years, but she's moving today, so she's right. What better way to go out than running the state's biggest race? Of course, she wasn't the only one out there. Over 20,000 others took to the streets of downtown, from little kids to the elderly, from banana suits to Star Wars. You saw it all out there today.
I feel good. I finished. I mean, it doesn't get any easier, but I enjoy it.
It's just so much fun. It's a great race, and it was great the first year, and it was great today, and all of them in between. It's just a fun thing to do.
So how about the runners tonight who took home the hardware? Of course, we are talking about the winners of the race. For the women, 28-year-old Jennifer Hall from Austin finished with a time of 36 minutes and 44 seconds. And for the men, 24-year-old North Carolina resident Andrew Coley with a time of 30 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, coming up later on the extended night beat, we will hear from those who participated in the Cap 10 race there. Well, here in Texas, we've got our state flowers, the bluebonnet, our state animal, the armadillo and the longhorn, and of course, our nickname, the Lone Star State. But did you know there are a lot more popular icons than those under consideration right now? A new state symbol. The Night Beat's Jason Puckett, he joins us live in the newsroom to explain. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Brandon. You know, the Senate shooting a bill quickly through session last week, and now House members are zeroing in their sights on it. If they find their target, Texas's fully loaded state symbol list might have a new addition. And if my awful puns didn't give it away, it's a state gun. Is the Lone Star State with our flag, our state animals, our state flowers, and a whole bunch of other state symbols some people don't seem to know. Do you know any of the Texas state icons?
Yes, there's a blue flower.
An armadillo.
Armadillo.
State's animal or animals?
Armadillo.
Do you know what the state flower is?
Bluebonnet?
Do you know the dog?
Man, I don't.
Do you know what the state dog is?
No, your answer? A lab?
Did you know we had a state vegetable or a state flying mammal? What about the state snack?
Oh, carrots?
So what would these intrepid guessers think the state legislators would pick for a state gun? So if you guys were going to pick a state gun for the state of Texas, what would you pick?
Big one?
Probably a rifle, like a hunting rifle, something for like farming purposes.
It would be the Walker 45.
Not bad. The bill just passed by the Senate would actually make the state gun a cannon.
I guess semantics, but there should be a handgun. I mean, cannon, that's artillery. I don't feel like it's a gun.
They want it to be a cannon.
As your icon?
As your icon.
But that's not a gun.
But actually, it's not. The Americans didn't actually create the cannon.
A mixed reaction for sure, but the senators pushing the bill say the cannon has a deep history in Texas, helping us expand our territory, defend our state in wars, and a couple loud cannon blasts that determined Texas history. One of those loud cannon blasts, actually the footage you saw there, was a statue of Angelina Eberly. That cannon she fired to alert officials that the Capitol was being robbed, and she's credited with helping make sure that Austin stayed the state capital. So you may not think of cannon at first, but it certainly has its Texas history. For now, here live in the newsroom, I'm Jason Puckett, KVUE News, Night Beat.
All right, thank you so much, Jason. Now to the latest on former President George H.W. Bush. A spokesman says he'll stay in the hospital for at least tomorrow. We're told he's feeling terrific, but doctors want to ensure a clean bill of health before Mr. Bush heads to Maine. He's been at Houston Methodist Hospital for more than a week now with a mild case of pneumonia. In France, police and protesters clash in the wake of today's presidential election. The crowd was upset after Marine Le Pen appeared to advance to the runoff against frontrunner Emmanuel Macron. Le Pen has pledged to shut the borders and ditch the euro, likely throwing the European Union into chaos. Well, time is running out for you to stock up on emergency items tax-free and buy time. I mean, you got about 2 hours left. This weekend, there's a state tax holiday for emergency preparation supplies. Now, you can buy things like batteries, flashlights, and ladders. The holiday ends tomorrow night at midnight. We have a full list of items on KVUE.com.